Tuesday is not only a weather alert day, it is election day as well. In Rushville, Illinois, there is a three-way race to replace current mayor Carson Klitz, who has served 2 terms but is not running again. So WGEM's Dylan Smith talked with each candidate. So Dylan, what does each candidate say they will bring to the table?
Well, McKenzie, candidates Scott Stoll, Jeff Irvin, and Kent Cox all have similar priorities when it comes to things like, the local economy, infrastructure, and so forth. But how to go about those things is where they differ.
I want to be a leader for the future.
I believe that I have the experience.
My top selling point is physical responsibility.
Future thinking, experience, and fiscal responsibility. Each candidate's reason for why they think they deserve to be the mayor of Rushville.
When people want to come into town, we need to be able to provide a great community for everybody to live in.
One of Scott Stoll's biggest priorities is to make sure local businesses thrive. A small business owner himself, he believes the city can do more than it's done before.
Looking through state funding, I think, is something that hasn't been done in the past, that we can dig into a lot more. There is a lot of opportunity for cities to provide grants and funding for their businesses.
People have said, well, what good's a bank account if you don't spend it? Well, you got to have a bank account first before you spend it.
Finance for infrastructure and other city projects is Jeff Irvin's priority.
With inflation and everything, the citizens of this town don't need a bigger burden thrown upon them when everything else is going sky high in prices.
Like Stoll, thinking about various types of funding, but for what effect it would have on taxpayers.
I want to meet with all the elected, appointed officials, so we're all on the same page.
In Kent Cox's experience of going door to door talking with voters, he says most of the conversation has been about Schuyler County and the city of Rushville working better together.
The county and Schuyler and Rushville are one and the same, basically. So we want to work closely with them, and if we can help them or they can help us, or we can work together for a common goal.
But all three say the common goal of moving the city forward will be accomplished no matter who wins.
I think we're all passionate about the city or we wouldn't be running.
No matter what happens at the end of it, the city is going to get somebody that cares for the city.
You have to work for the community and show a united front, even if you get beat.
In McKenzie, both Cox and Stoll say housing expansion is another one of their biggest priorities if they were to be elected. All three candidates have at one time or another served on city council, and we of course do have a more in-depth look at each candidate on our website, WGEM.com. In the newsroom, Dylan Smith, WGEM News.